Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Escape Pod. Thank you so much for escaping with us. That's Andrew, and I'm Alex.
And as always, with great power comes great double date ability.
Yes,
which is what we're doing right now.
We're on a double date. You and I, obviously dating.
Romantic.
Yes, and Cam and Chris are here. Woo! Thank you so much for being here, guys.
Should we cheers?
We should cheers, yeah.
Very good.
There
We
we
have
go.
these new mugs, courtesy of Cassidy Weathers. We love you so much.
The goats.
A lot of fun. So, do you want to just tell them a little bit about yourselves before we move into this?
Who the frick are
Please,
you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm Chris, and who is this?
I'm Cameron.
And we're dating. Let's just get that out there.
Yeah.
We're dating.
It's the double date.
Yeah,
Yeah.
had to be real on the nose.
Yeah.
We both have our own YouTube channels.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's called Film Stocked. I make movie content, TV content, Stranger Things.
And recently hit 100,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Yes.
Congrats.
Very awesome.
Yes.
And then there's Cam.
Yes.
I also have a YouTube, just Cam Silas or Cameron Silas.
She makes stuff. Hold on.
Anywhere.
Some of the stuff on the set, she...
The Finn McMissile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Courtesy of me.
Yes.
She's an artiste.
What else do I do? That's...
You watch television. You're a professional TV watcher, I
Oh,
would say.
that is true.
Binge
That's true.
watcher.
You react to House of Dragons and Bridgerton and freak out about, people.
Yeah.
Big Percy Jackson.
Yeah. Percy
Oh, yeah,
Jackson.
big Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. I love pretty much
Fantasy.
a lot of I actually have a video idea, and I'm looking at you when I say this because it was going to be called, movie franchises I have zero interest in watching, and one of them is Planet of the Apes.
Oh, hurtful. Good
I have,
start.
a list going on my phone.
Why is that? Especially after the renaissance it's had, in these last couple months.
I don't know. They just don't interest me.
Skip Kingdom, watch the trilogy.
I
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking.
It means nothing to me, honestly.
Watch Kingdom eventually. You can watch it eventually, but definitely need to watch the others.
I think it's skippable. Just skip
It's
all of
fine.
them except start with 2011. It's really
Rise Dawn.
Rise Dawn
them.
1.
I'm never
They're
gonna
really
watch them, so
unbelievable.
this is a pointless conversation.
Why?
That's crazy.
I don't know.
All right, let's
they
do
just
hot
don't-
seat and griller for it.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Can you do a timer?
Yeah, I can.
Yes, he can.
Congratulations.
I think I can.
So hot seat, for those of you who don't know, most people should. It's our way of interviewing guests. We're going to set a timer for 5 minutes on the clock.
Correct.
We're going to just ask them questions. They can take as long as they want, as quick as they want, and we'll just rapid fire them. You want to start?
Sure, yeah.
Who
3.
goes first, me or him?
It
No, I'm
doesn't
going to
matter.
ask the both of you.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
3, 2. So you guys are obviously a couple. I don't want any
Yes.
relationship drama, but what is the biggest disagreement you've had in terms of an opinion?
Ooh. Whether to watch Planet of the Apes or not.
Clearly, yeah.
No, he's not that ride or die for them.
That's a great question. I feel like we get along pretty well.
Is there anything
Super
Stranger
bland.
Things related in there? That
Oh,
Oh.
I'm a big Stranger Things season 2 defender. He
Yes,
is
you are.
not.
I think it's easily the worst season. It doesn't
Yeah.
mean it's bad TV, and people
Correct.
get the two things confused,
Correct.
which frustrates me to no end.
Does Cam get it confused?
Yeah, I
do
Cam
not.
gets confused with me. Often it happens.
Don't speak for me.
No, often it happens from my point of view.
No, I just
what
disagree
an
with
opinion.
you. I just disagree.
Okay. I think it's the weakest season by far, but it's still
It's crazy
great TV.
how unbelievably right he is. And how unbelievably wrong
Ask
she
like
is.
90% of people who watch Stranger Things, they'll say 2's the weakest, but it's not.
Yeah,
that.
everyone agrees.
I'd
too,
say
is the
I'm
weakest.
also a TASM person, and you're not. You're more Toby.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'd
that's something we
say
disagree
our
on.
opinions on the Raimi trilogy as a whole we disagree on. You still like them, I think, but
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
lots.
Oh, okay. All right, Andrew.
Okay, so why the frick aren't you going to watch Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes? Or Planet of the Apes?
It just doesn't interest me. I don't want to watch a movie
but,
about
it's a good
apes.
movie.
I don't. Why do you hate Lord of the Rings?
I don't hate Lord of the Rings.
I
Not
just
you,
haven't seen
him.
them.
You just you gave
Fellowship
up after
was
Fellowship.
incredibly boring.
That's
yeah, they lost me.
horrendous.
My favorite of the
That's the
trilogy.
Oh,
worst
so
thing.
boring. Oh, then
Every
we're in trouble then.
Every
Oh, wow.
time you guys bring up Lord of the Rings on this podcast, I feel like blood comes out of my ears. It hurts.
I've
You're not
never
the
said
only one.
anything
bad about
bad
them.
about it,
Yeah,
ever.
you
You force him to do
because
it.
I haven't seen it in so long, and he hasn't watched the movie. So, what am I? I've always been outnumbered.
I know.
Always. Every single guest we've had on is like him. They just don't care about it. I'm like, I don't know
Which
what to
shows
do.
me I shouldn't watch
Must
them.
watch trilogy, in my opinion.
I watched
Genuinely.
them literally for the first time in like 20.
So you just don't like
23?
monkeys?
23?
You watched them early last year,
Yeah,
for the first time.
Lord of the Rings.
And you've seen them a few times.
What do you have
since.
against monkeys?
But it just looks like a boring concept.
No.
I'm not saying it's bad for the people that like it. It just doesn't interest me, so why do I watch
So
it?
what's another franchise that like is on that list?
She's gonna upset some of the most toxic fan bases online right
Star
now.
Wars.
Oh, don't tell
I know
me.
Transformers is on that list. I know
Alright.
Avatar is on that list. Not Airbender, the blue people.
Way of Water was so good.
Way of Water was a snooze fest.
Whoa!
It was a rehash of the first movie that was way longer. Yes, the visuals are pretty, but that was it.
Godzilla,
No.
any of those.
Way
Dis-
of Water is so good. Way of Water is head and shoulders better than the first one.
Neither are great.
Do you concede the fact that you are missing out on some great pieces of media just because you think you won't like it?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Okay.
There's just stuff that doesn't interest me, so why do I sit down and spend my time watching it?
Because it could be good and it could interest you. Some people don't
If it's not
automatically
selling
think
me
that.
on what I've seen, I don't think the full thing would sell me.
Well, I thought that about a lot of movies last year. I ended up liking them. So.
It's just me.
What's your take on Madam Web?
Haven't seen it.
Oh, good for you.
I haven't seen actually a single like Sony. What are they?
You haven't
Sony
seen the
non-Spider-Man.
Venom?
You haven't seen
Haven't seen a
Mobius?
single Venom.
Morbius,
Haven't
sorry.
seen Morbius. Haven't seen Madam Web. Haven't
Are
seen
you
a
going to
single one.
continue the boycott and not seek Raven?
Probably.
Okay.
It's not an on purpose thing. I was gonna
Yeah.
watch Madam Web and react to it for my YouTube. I just
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
gotten around to it.
No, good for you. No, that sounds like a good choice, especially skipping the Venoms. I feel like there aren't too many people that skip the Venoms, but you should.
Yeah, I'm not a Venom
No.
guy. I'm pretty much anti the Sony spin-offs.
Yeah, I think everybody should be.
Venom's fun. You got a Back to the Future shirt on.
I do.
Is this like your favorite? Like,
It's a top 4 movie for me on my letterbox.
Oh wow! Oh, let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's do
let's
it.
do Letterboxd top fours.
Go.
Okay, I got Raiders of the Lost Ark, Back to the Future, The
Fire.
Social Network,
Fire,
and
fire.
Remember the Titans.
Wow!
I just rewatched The Social Network last night. I've known it's one of my favorite movies
Yeah.
of all time, but like every time I watch that movie, I am floored by the Sorkin masterclass.
We watched it on the plane over here.
Garfield masterclass. It's unbelievable. And my girlfriend Rachel had never seen it before. It was her first time seeing it last night, and she loved it. She gave it 5 stars.
Easily the
Phenomenal.
best way to
Shout
kill
out
2
Rachel.
hours.
She
you know?
just watched The Greatest Showman for the first time last night and was texting me.
She also gave that 5 stars. She said Andrew's
Shout
on to
out.
something.
Yeah, I sure am. I'm cooking.
Mine are
Yes.
Sleeping Beauty, which
Okay.
is like my favorite animated
Yeah?
old classic movie. The Social Network, Age of Adeline, which is like not a very popular movie, but I love it. It's fantastic. And then Footloose, but specifically 2011's.
Interesting.
Wow, Age of Adeline is the Blake Lively,
Yes, Harrison Ford.
one.
Yeah.
I know that one.
I love that movie. My top 4 can change here and there. Most consistent ones in there would be Sleeping Beauty and Social Network.
Got a double Social Network.
Yeah, no, this
Agree.
is good.
Is
Of
it in your top
course.
4?
No, it's probably
Close.
it's
Why is
my
it
top
not in
like
your top 4?
7.
It just doesn't interest me.
That was good. That was really quick. Andrew with the he's a marksman.
I'm just kidding. I liked it. I watched it. I liked it.
Wow, very quick.
Okay, so have y'all seen Star Wars?
Of course.
I don't know why. I was just, yes.
Okay.
That's actually kind of the reason we're dating.
In
Oh,
many
tell
ways.
that
it is.
story.
Let's hear that story.
Which time did
Oh.
we date is the question. Because
Oh,
we,
yeah.
We
Y'all
dated in
broken
middle
up?
school.
We dated
No,
in
we dated in
middle
middle
school.
school.
And you
And then
stopped.
he broke up with me.
This is
Wow.
correct.
And
This-
then we got back
this
together
guy.
like junior year of high school. And,
then
then
y'all
we've been
been
dating ever
together
since.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like, he just heard me talking about Star Wars in Spanish class.
Like some like
And he was like, "Oh, this
R2D2,
girl's cool."
like a picture with him at a convention.
Yeah, I
and
went to
was
a
like,
John
"Let's talk
Williams
again."
concert where he
Yeah.
played his like biggest hits, and it was mostly Star Wars stuff, but had like a whole bunch of other stuff. And I was talking about it. in Spanish
He's got
class.
quite
Did
the resume.
Anthony Daniels host it?
I don't remember. It was
Oh,
many
that's the one I
years
saw.
ago.
Yeah, I was very little, but I'll never
it was in
forget that.
2016. So
Oh, mine was way before that. Gotcha. But that's very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So,
Last
obviously, the question is, we're talking about Star Wars. What are your favorite Star Wars movies?
we're original trilogy people.
Okay.
Yeah, I for the longest time told people A New Hope was my favorite movie. It just was. It's like a rotational film for my Letterboxd top 4. But I'd
Excellent.
say A New Hope, Empire, Return of the Jedi, 1, 2, 3 for me.
That's great.
Fabulous!
Great.
Fabulous!
Like
great.
no doubt about it.
Oh my gosh!
What's
Cheers,
4?
my
What's
friend.
4? What's 4?
4 is going to be. It gets tough for me there. I lean.
Do you see the on the edge?
Oh man, this is good. Okay, it depends on the day. I do lean Revenge of the Sith. However, I think it's a bit overrated. Like I still love it though. Does that make sense?
But it's
Yes!
Can you guys understand?
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes! Oh my gosh! This is amazing!
we know how to take them,
TV
dude.
while we're here?
Oh my gosh!
Star Wars TV. You want to talk that?
We will, but I want to hear your favorite Star
right.
Wars movie or
I love
movies.
Empire Strikes Back, and then I would probably do New Hope, and then Jedi. And then I really like Phantom Menace just because Qui-Gon is one of my
I'll
favorite.
applaud for that.
Her top two
Jedi.
is correct. I don't care. You like once if your top two is correct, I don't care. You can have Rise of Skywalker third place. I don't care. Like you win when your top two is correct, and both of your top twos are correct.
Love to see it.
Excellent work, ladies and gentlemen.
Love to
Yes,
hear
we
it.
can talk Star Wars TV. What do we want to start with?
What is the best Star Wars TV show? Live action and then animated.
Oh well,
Mandalorian.
Andor. Clearly, it's not even.
Andor.
It's not even.
It took me a while to come to that
Andor?
decision. It was the Mandalorian season 3 that made it clear for me Andor's the king. Because Mando season 3, I thought drastic dip in quality.
I've only seen the first 2 seasons of Mando.
Don't watch
You're good,
3.
don't watch
So,
3.
yeah.
It's.
Don't.
I'm higher on Mando season 3 than I think everybody else is. I just kind of upset. I kind of accept, I think more so than a lot of people, that Star Wars television has always been just camp. And I think that season is just camp. Like it reminds me so much of Rebels and some of the earlier Clone Wars seasons. So I think it's like a 6 out of 10. But to compare it to like the 8 or 9 out of 10s that Mando seasons 1 and 2 are, it is a clear dip in quality, no question about that.
Very upsetting because
Why isn't it the Acolyte?
Well, we know that. Okay, so Cam, you haven't seen Andor.
No, I
And
haven't.
it took you a while to get around to Andor? What?
No, I watched it every
He watched
week
it right
when it
away.
came out.
Oh.
I haven't seen a couple of Star Wars' last things. I think the last thing I watched was Kenobi. Cried.
That
at
sounds
and
about
only in the
right.
finale,
Yeah.
and that's about it. That's the only time the show moved
I didn't
me.
finish Boba Fett. I haven't finished Mandalorian. I haven't seen Andor. I haven't finished the Acolyte. So.
Oh, I watched Ahsoka.
What did you think of Obi-Wan? You said you
Of
liked
Kenobi?
the finale? Or?
Oh, I just liked seeing Qui-Gon. That's all I cared about.
But otherwise, the show didn't do anything for you?
No.
I have to cling to that too. What a disappointment.
The biggest disappointment in Star Wars history.
Yeah, that was sad.
No, that's the Last Jedi.
The dumbest thing Disney has done with Star Wars is not make that a movie because it's $1 to $1.5 billion guaranteed. You make a teaser trailer with Obi-Wan, you got Ewan back, you end it with Vader breathing, lightsaber ignition,
imagine that was
about
a
a minute and
movie.
a half, movie, $1 billion, cut all the rev of crap, make it just a movie with Vader and Obi-Wan, that does $1 billion.
I everything you're saying is perfect. Everything you're saying is correct. But there's one thing you're missing,
Okay.
and I think you'll agree with me.
Okay.
Leia should not be in that movie at all.
I agree.
What a disaster.
That
what a
was
disaster.
one of the
a
weakest
choice.
links of the show.
Oh, the kid. I was like, she was in that show?
Yeah, it was,
Like-
didn't do it.
That is for me. I know a lot of people really hate the character of Reva, and I think that there are interesting concepts in that character, so I don't hate it as much. I really hate the Leia stuff. For me, I'm a big canon guy. I'm a big existing canon guy. That show fully breaks canon, and it's entirely because of Leia.
I haven't caught up on the Bad Batch though. I've only seen season 1 and then some of season 2.
So season 2, they're gonna lose you because the filler in season 2 is like awful. It's some of the worst filler in all of Disney Star Wars. But when season 2 is good, it's legitimately like top 5 animation, like Clone Wars style animation episodes. Like legitimately, there's a Crosshair episode in season 2. It's one of the best episodes of Star Wars television, period. So like that's what keeps me into Bad Batch. It's like I gotta wait. It's 4 episodes of just nothing, and then it's like every 5th episode is like the best thing ever. Season 3 all the way through, no filler. It's actually really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might have to knock that out over the course of like a weekend.
Yeah.
Because they're quick hitter apps.
Yes. Yeah. They're 20
I got
minutes.
some catching up to do.
Yeah.
But yeah.
My
There you
favorite Star Wars show is Rebels.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that.
He's never seen Rebels.
Kanan is one of my favorite Jedi.
That's a good take.
I've heard it's great.
Yeah.
I like it a lot more than Clone Wars. I've only seen the important episodes of Clone Wars. I don't like that it switches who we're following every episode. I like the way that Rebels is set up a lot more.
I'm not a big TV show guy.
I
But I've
know.
been doing very well recently.
Oh, have
I've
you
been
gone
crushing.
anywhere on
No.
Daredevil season 3?
No.
Sickening. Makes me sick to my
No.
stomach.
Do you guys remember? Oh my gosh, he hasn't finished Daredevil season 3. He recently, a couple episodes ago, said something along the lines of, do you know what I'm talking? Where he was talking about?
I might have texted him about it.
Yes,
yeah.
Daredevil's relationship with the nun, and he was like, "Does he have sex with the nun?"
Made me sick.
And then, like he's got no idea
You
what
don't
he's
know
talking
what's-
about. Like he's just got no idea. He
It's-
could be right. He could be
It's
wrong.
also
It
been
could-
like a year since you tried watching, I feel like.
got through a few episodes.
it's really,
stopped.
it's a
You're
really special
missing
season
out on like
of
the
television.
best part of the show.
Yeah.
I ask why you stopped.
Because he doesn't watch TV.
I'm just not good at TV
Oh, just not good at
shows.
TV? Okay.
Sickening.
Like,
It wasn't losing. Were you losing interest with it?
no, it was
Okay.
it was good. It was fine.
Okay.
Like I enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
just
But he made it through all of She-Hulk.
That's actually.
You
the
don't like
only-
She-Hulk. Oh, I love She-Hulk.
It's okay. I love the Falcon Winter Soldier, so
Yeah, I don't.
we're
love
just
that
on
show.
going to be on other ends of
Yeah.
She-Hulk's
that
the
spectrum.
only MCU Disney Plus show I have not finished. live action.
so
I never
funny.
watched X-Men '97.
We have
May I say why?
not for any like
I'll say
dislike
exactly
of it.
why,
We just
too.
haven't gotten around to it.
You got to get around to that one.
Here's why, and please pitch me and sell me on this.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it because I never watched the X-Men animated
Doesn't matter.
show.
Don't.
And I was like worried that I would be lost.
Doesn't matter.
and
You're not
confused.
missing anything. So,
So
you
if
haven't
I've
watched
seen every
any of it?
No, but I've seen
Okay.
every X-Men film, and I'm familiar enough
matter.
with the X-Men. Will I be?
So episode, there's something major that happened
At the end.
in the previous show. They established that happened in the first 2 seconds of the first episode of the show. As soon as you know that thing, you can move forward.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
And
one thing you need to know, and they tell you.
And they
Okay,
tell
cool.
you immediately.
Okay.
And otherwise, it's completely you're just watching, and if you're familiar with the characters at all, it'll all make sense.
Okay.
And episode 5 of X-Men '97 is unquestionably the best
did
thing the
did
MCU
you
has
cry
ever
when
done.
you watched it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he cried.
No, I was, my jaw was agape.
No, yeah, I watched you guys talk about it like every episode.
Yeah.
We should just show him my react. Oh, no, we can't.
No.
You cover up the
I've
parts
seen
of
a
the show.
few out of context things, like quick cameos from I think the end, but that doesn't ruin.
Do you think it'll
No,
get a second
it's
season?
existing?
Yes.
There is a second season coming. I expect it. To be honest, I expect an announcement by the end of this year. I think it's going to come next year. I think it's pretty much done. And then we're getting season 3. Unfortunately, they fired the creator, showrunner, etc., of seasons 1 and 2, Bo DeMaio. And now the season 3 showrunner is the guy that does What If? What are we doing? I know.
Interesting.
I know.
What if I have like a love-hate relationship with, because I don't think it's like the greatest thing they've ever done, but it's also literally the only place where I get any Bucky Barnes anymore.
Uh-huh.
So
I think it's bad. I think What If is like awful.
I could go. I said this.
It
when I
depends on what
watched
the
it.
episode's
I
about
was-
for me.
Yeah, I was like, this is fine. You know, if you're an MCU fan, it's like a cool potential scenario, but it's not at all like required
season
viewing.
1.
It's not at all required viewing, and it's just kind of pointless.
But it's not interesting. It's not
some
like
ideas I think
Season
are,
1
but,
is interesting.
But some I'm like I could
But like,
throw away.
what if T'Challa was Star-Lord? Like,
Yeah,
I like that episode, but like, what? You're not doing. What if the other half got snapped? Like
Those-
what-
I agree with you
genuinely
there.
interesting stuff.
Yes,
Like
I wish that like the move, like they went more in on MCU events and like what if they made this decision instead of like these obscure things like you're saying, you know.
well, I know how you feel about this, and we can get into this. But like, starting What If with. What if Captain America: The First Avenger, but this time it's a British lady? Like that is so uninteresting to me.
I could talk for multiple hours about how much I hate Captain Carter. multiple hours. Stemming from, number one, I am an American. Get her out. I don't need to see it. She's, first of all, she's just British. And why are you making her Captain America? Doesn't make sense. Number two, she pisses me off. It just makes me sick.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
currently alive one Captain America.
Uh-huh.
And it's not her.
No.
Not in this universe. It's called What If for a reason.
No, but I don't like her.
Well,
She irritates me. And then she was in live action. We saw Captain Carter so many times, and it's taken so long for us to see any of like Sam Wilson as Captain
he's getting
America.
his own freaking movie.
Wait. Speaking of, that trailer looks freaking amazing.
Oh, it looks
I
amazing.
do like the spy aspect.
the Brave.
yeah.
It looks like Brave New World looks like Winter Soldier Part 2.
Brave
Yeah.
New
And I'm
World
loving
looks
it.
really good.
It does look good, but I wasn't blown away by the trailer. I'm aware it's,
He's talking about like the graphics and stuff like the CGI.
Yeah, of course. Well, I have that problem too. It looks like
but,
ass.
But I've seen the comparison of Winter Soldier, and like aside from certain stylized actions,
We should let them know that you're not as big on the Winter
I don't think
Soldier
it's the
as
greatest thing
other
since
Marvel
sliced bread.
fans.
I don't even think it's in my top 10 favorite MCU movies.
Whoa.
There we go.
That's what I was about to ask. I was like, but it's top
close.
5 MCU.
So him
Not for me.
Whoa.
Not for me.
down like him shitting on the comparison of that to the Winter Soldier.
I mean, yes,
doesn't mean
it's
much 'cause he
Captain
doesn't care that
America.
much
There's
about the
fight
Winter Soldier.
scenes, but I'm like, I don't. I think they're gonna have completely different plots.
doesn't
and-
get it.
Giancarlo is the best part of the teaser, but it's like they just filmed him in reshoots and they threw him in there to be like, here's Giancarlo.
But I don't.
we don't know.
I don't even think, like, I know everybody's comping the trailer to Winter Soldier. Whether you're comping the trailer to Winter Soldier or not, I don't care. I think it looks like a good movie.
I agree.
I
It
like
looks
the
good.
grounded side
but-
of the MCU way more than like the magic side.
Of
So.
course. Well, yeah, absolutely. Well, I will go into this and say that the MCU historically is phenomenal at trailers.
Yes.
The Echo trailers look so good. The Secret Invasion trailers look so good.
That's true.
Like, I can name a million. The Multiverse of Madness trailers I remember being good. Like, I can name you like a million Marvel trailers of some of their worst projects, and they sound like They seem to be their best.
That
movies.
Echo
I
trailer
agree.
made it seem like it was about to be Daredevil 2.0.
Yeah.
It was,
Obviously
I thought
not.
it was
Marvel
borderline
trailers
disastrous.
are always like phenomenal, and a lot of the times the trailers don't really portray what the show or the movie actually is somehow. So
I didn't think the Marvels trailers were that good, and obviously I loved that movie.
love that.
You loved it.
Loved.
It's just rare to hear like positivity around it. I liked it. I
Which
liked
is
it.
bizarre to me.
No,
It was like a
really
3.5
Bizarre-
out of 5 for me.
I
Bizarre
really
to me.
like
I give it a
Marvels.
4
Okay,
out of 5. Bizarre to me how much hate that movie got. I think
yeah.
it's so fun.
What else would you expect though? People didn't like. People have been hating on Captain Marvel for years.
But the first movie is not good.
You like Miss Marvel, right? Like the show.
Love it.
Love. I agree.
Because the family. Because the family
They're
is so good.
They're so good.
But I wish it wasn't a Marvel project. I've said this before.
Yeah,
it's
you
the
have.
It's the only superhero project I've ever seen, certainly MCU, that I was like, yeah, but this would be better if it wasn't in the MCU.
Yeah, you've said that.
It was just this unbelievable, beautiful family and their beautiful family dynamics. I think it'd be better.
Yeah.
I think the superhero stuff, is like the guy from No Way Home, continually bogs down that show.
Yeah.
Personally for me. But yeah. Dude, these are good takes. We're killing it. You want to move into some segments?
Sure. All right, we're doing Stranger Things trivia now. Okay. All right. It works. Everyone's Alex is reading, and we're all playing individually. Winner gets which one? What is it? What did you pick out?
Oh, I was going to reveal
It's
it
a
at the end.
surprise.
We have a. Can I say the company?
Sure.
Bricker Builds, which is
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they make
Custom Lego.
So they make
company.
like they get a bunch of Legos together and they send you a pack that you can make like a lightsaber out of or a Captain America shield or whatever. We have some. So if y'all beat me, one of you will win it.
Ask us anything about season 2, and I promise you he won't answer it.
I told him to do easy to medium questions
All
because
right. That's-
I've seen each season like one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will have a chance.
I've
Okay,
probably
here are the
seen the show
rules.
the
Here are the
most
rules
out
for
of
everyone on the internet and everyone here. He will start reading the question. You can buzz in at any time during the question. As soon as you buzz in, he will stop reading. You'll have about 3 seconds to answer.
Okay.
If you are wrong, he will then continue asking the question for the other two players.
Awesome.
You cannot buzz in.
Okay.
Cool.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Give me a test on yours. All right.
Here we go.
What are we playing to? How many do you have?
I have 50.
Oh,
Okay,
Lord.
we'll play to 7.
What I'm going to do is the
11.
numbers. I'm going to do.
That's good.
You're going to do
I
play
should
to
get a point for
7?
that.
7.
Cool.
Maybe 11. That's
Should
a
be
lot.
11.
That's a lot.
Okay.
We're not going to sit here for 30 questions.
We're fast. Well, actually, I have really
All
bad
right, we'll
hand-eye coordination.
speed run it. What is the name of Dustin's girlfriend?
Susie.
Correct.
I don't have the fastest
1 point,
coordination.
Andrew. Let me.
This is sickening. I have
Never ending story.
story.
Season
We
3.
sound so
Season
dumb
3
to
is
sound
such a
like-
banger.
It's amazing.
I
People
love
hate on
season-
it for some reason.
No, season 3 is an
It's the worst
absolute
season.
banger.
It's such a bop.
It's
Wow.
clearly 1 and 3 for me, and then 4 and then 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Season 3
3
at
and
the end
4 are at the
with
top for me.
Starcourt Mall and the fireworks where they're
Yes.
fighting the mind flare
Yeah.
and then the never-ending story
Yeah.
scene. Everything
I'm
about
nostalgic about it, thinking about
I
it.
know, it's so good.
man. All right.
How many years old is Will Byers when he disappears?
11.
That was
No.
gonna be my guess. 12.
Correct.
You eliminate. I was gonna guess 11.
Yeah. Bodying us so far.
This is embarrassing. I just
Sweeps us,
don't
that'd be
press
hilarious.
fast enough.
That's part of it.
What actress plays 11?
Millie Bobby Brown.
Sick.
Correct.
I thought it was gonna be Joyce. What's her Franken name?
The full question was in Stranger Things.
Oh, okay, good.
Just wanted to
Thank you
clear
for
that up.
clarifying.
Of course.
I just can't press
Oh,
fast
this
enough.
is
I'm not.
hard.
Asking.
Wow. Wow, I didn't know this one. Which iconic horror actor plays...
Victor, fuck.
I don't think that's his name.
His
no,
name
it's
is.
not. I know his name. I was saying the character he played.
Okay.
So
keep going.
what's the name? What's
He
the
doesn't know.
Oh,
actor?
am I allowed to answer?
Yeah,
still?
you're
sure,
allowed
go,
to
go,
know.
go.
Sorry, Robert Englund.
Correct.
Wow. Yeah, give it to him.
Wow. Who the...
I thought I was out because I said the character name first.
No, you're
No,
fine.
no,
You're
you're
fine.
good.
You're fine.
You're good. You were finishing the question. Yes,
All
it
right,
was
cool.
Victor Creel. Wow.
The
What's his name?
crew.
Robert Englund. He's Freddy Krueger.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like... Okay. I thought it was... Okay. I thought it was the kid. I thought it was Vecna.
No.
But that's the. I was like, this kid's
Father.
iconic.
Guys, I'm gonna have no points.
Gotcha.
Can y'all count to 3 before you press? I just don't have I don't have fast hand-eye coordination.
What is Eleven's birth name? I need a first and last name.
Oh, Jesus.
You should give it just for the first.
Okay.
I know it's Jane.
Yeah, Jane.
I could think of her last name if
What's her last
had to
name?
think.
Ives.
Oh,
Yeah, okay, I was
freaking
gonna say,
knew
if I
that.
had enough time to think about it, yeah.
When season 4 was coming out, I did a lot of trivia videos, and I was good at the time. But
Okay, I'm on the board now. I'm good.
Faded since.
My palms are sweating.
Knees weak.
Good one.
Eminem.
Friends don't lie.
11.
Wrong.
It's Mike.
Mike.
Correct.
I hate
I
that
should've-
rule.
I should have said Mike. I knew I should have.
It was Mike 211.
And then 11 uses it against
Yeah,
him
but
for the rest of
11
the time.
says it too.
She uses it
She
for
got it
forever.
from Mike.
But
That's
the
the
question
only
was
English
gonna
she
be.
knew.
It was. I didn't finish the question. It was Friends Don't Lie was first said by which character?
Yeah.
Bad Andrew.
What hairspray does Steve use?
Farrah Fawcett.
Correct.
Damn.
Yeah, no way I was getting that.
Goodness gracious.
I would have gotten it. I'm just not fast enough.
It's the first to 7.
Or 11. I don't know.
11, why not?
11 might be good.
Okay,
because
just keep it going.
You can edit it out if it's too long.
Yep.
Where does Jonathan's best friend Argyle work as a...
Surfer Boys Pizza?
Correct.
Let's go!
This is impressive stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what is Vecna's real name?
Henry Creel.
I'm assuming you're correct.
Yes.
You are.
Oh, man.
Oh my gosh, this is terrible. What creature killed Joyce's boyfriend?
Frick.
Demodog.
Nice one.
Is that correct?
Yes.
It
Yes,
is.
that is
you
correct.
guys. Yeah, you are correct, Cam. It is 3-4.
Close
Tight-
game.
Tight game, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is a good one. What number is Callie?
7?
Wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
8.
Damn.
I knew he was. I literally thought about it before, and I was like, he's gonna ask her
I'm
sister's
actually
name.
so glad I didn't say this earlier because when you said play to 7, the second time I was like, oh, then we can just play to 8 because that's what Callie is.
That literally, yeah. That's season 2. So.
That's the episode I skip every time I watch season 2. So,
Yeah, well,
Oh.
that's one of the reasons it's bad.
okay,
Not
you can
as
just simply not watch it.
That's quite an argument for why your season's good. Just don't watch part of it.
Oh, one episode. One episode.
There's what, 9 episodes?
One episode not connected to anything in the show. Literally, episode 7 and episode 9.
It's part
It
of
ends
season-
and starts
it's-
in the exact same place. Next question.
Part of season 2.
What job did Billy have?
Lifeguard.
Correct.
Dang it. Focus, Andrew.
These are good questions.
Yeah,
Everybody
these are
knows
great.
these.
These are great. These are great. My nose is itchy.
What is 11's biological?
Terry Ives.
Correct.
That's good, Cam.
Cam is
Damn.
the first one to 5.
And what season is that?
4,
Season
5, 4. This is a tight race, ladies and gentlemen.
Blew my lead.
What new shopping center is the
Starcourt Mall.
correct?
If y'all ever come to Georgia, we can take you there.
Oh, I'd be so hyped.
It's sick.
Who is the leader of the Hell?
Eddie.
Correct.
My boyfriend.
Chris.
He knows.
Chris.
He
I
knows
know
about
the
us.
answer to
It's
all
fine.
this. It's just
He knows about us.
Chris
It's
is
okay.
the Hellfire Club?
You need to
Yeah.
channel. You need to channel Owen Wilson's greatest role.
Does this need to be turned off?
Yes.
Lightning. What state? What?
Indiana.
I believe you're correct. You are. And everybody has 5. Real tight race, ladies and gentlemen.
It looks like
I have
Andrew.
6.
Andrew has 6.
Andrew has 6.
Andrew has 6, but everybody has surpassed 5.
There you go.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Different verb.
I-
Different verb needed.
Sorry. The Mind Flayer uses a swarm of what animal?
Bats.
Is that correct?
I don't know.
I-
Dimma bats.
Wrong. The rest of the question is the Mind Flayer uses a swarm
And
of...
she
She
buzzed.
buzzed in. She buzzed in.
Rats.
Correct.
Darn it.
Cam has 6. Real tight race. It would be game point.
fast enough.
It would be game point right now if we decided on 7. What is Max's stepbrother?
Billy?
First of all,
Oh.
Mind you.
What? I could have sworn that was me.
You have first dibs.
Billy Hargrove.
Billy Hargrove is correct.
Gosh, dang it. I wasn't even looking.
Cam has 7. Hopper's daughter, Sarah.
Cancer.
Correct.
I was gonna. Gosh, dang it.
Looked at
I
you.
needed a second. I needed one more second.
I just was excited that her name is Sarah.
Who? Yeah. It's a running bit. Don't worry about it.
I'll explain it to you later.
Does she know?
No,
No.
but I know you guys will. I can like pick up on you guys being weird on your podcast.
She knows the bit. She doesn't know
She
what.
knows the bit. I know that because she watches the pod, but like, does she?
No.
Okay, thank you.
I can assume,
I don't know.
unless the bit is what you want everyone to assume.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's pretty funny.
I don't know what
You're
you're
gonna have
talking
to
about.
cut that.
No, I'm not.
Where did Bob Newby?
Radio Shack.
Correct.
Gosh,
Chris
dang it.
is over 5. Oh, here's one that I know the answer to.
Interesting.
Actually, that's too easy. It was running up that hill.
Max. Or
Oh, he's.
Oh, I
No,
thought you
no,
said
I read the
it
answer.
was.
Read the answer.
I was like, okay.
I'm
No,
not
yeah.
going to do that one. That's too easy. What 2 musicians created the Stranger Things?
Kyle Dixon and Michael Stein.
No fucking way. This guy
Yeah,
got
that's a
that.
question only he would know, to be fair.
Unreal.
You deserve that one.
That's all.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's all.
I'm in
deserve
last.
that one.
I'm
That's
in
how his
last.
head
Andrew's
works.
in last place. Wow. 11 refers to Dr. Martin.
Papa.
Good one.
Correct.
Let's go! 11's the goat.
What song does Eddie play?
Master of Puppets.
Correct.
What an unbelievable scene.
And he does it in the
It's
most beautiful and
all-time
It's
sexy
so
way.
good. It's so good.
I want an uncut version of it. Where it's not cutting to Bats or Max.
Yeah.
What relation is Lonnie Byers?
Frick.
Their dad.
He's their father.
Dang it.
That could have gone one of 2 ways for a second. I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, it said theirs, so it had to be.
Yeah.
Darn it.
Cam, it's a game point situation for Cam.
Oh, dang.
She has 10.
I need 4 in a. We both need
Chris
4 in a row.
has 7. Andrew has 7.
I'm
Godspeed,
There's a
Spider-Man.
commanding
Disconnect
lead.
her.
Yeah.
Do not blow this. A lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, I know.
Who is the military leader searching for 11?
God could.
Bradshaw.
Wrong. Lieutenant Colonel Sullivan.
That's
Yeah, I was
right.
gonna say, that's-
Sullivan.
Sullivan.
That's a
I pictured
plot
the
point no
bastard.
one gets
James
a
P.
flying
Sullivan.
fucking-
Where does Jonathan's... No. I said that one already. I'm sorry, I've been bouncing around. I did the Rams' entire offense by number. And now I guess I'll go back to the top. Too easy. In what year does the first season take place?
1984?
Wrong.
Damn.
1983.
Wrong.
1982.
Correct.
That's wrong.
That's wrong. The first season takes
Really?
place in 1983. November 6, 1983.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if it was 83 or 84, but I know it's not 82.
One Stranger Things
Darn.
takes place when?
You put your...
November 6, 1983.
I guess we'll give it to him.
This does specifically say 1982. Wow. What a time to be alive.
Now or in 1983?
They didn't have air conditioning in 1983, so not then.
When was AC invented?
According to Hopper, mornings are
For coffee and contemplation.
coffee and contemplation. That's correct.
This thing's getting interesting.
I mean, I still need 3 in a row.
You both need.
Yeah, we both do.
Can't
I'm trying.
You're waiting. Honestly, I respect it. Who does Robin have a crush?
I don't know. 3, 2, 1.
Vicky.
Correct.
Some girl in her class.
Oh, you went with...
Oh,
I was
Robin's
gonna go with-
Wait,
the girl-
what was the question?
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
crush on Vicky. You're correct.
Okay, if
well,
I
this-
had answered,
okay.
I would have gone with season 3. So
Okay.
good on you. Good on you.
Fair.
It was season.
Okay.
Oh, the full question was, who does Robin have a crush on in season 4?
Okay.
Cool.
Good
And it was
guess.
Vicky.
Good guess.
Cool.
Darn.
Chris, yeah.
Yeah, I
Chris
would've
is
never
only
gotten
two
it.
away. This would be a hell of a comeback.
I'm sick.
What game do the boys play?
Dungeons and Dragons?
I believe you're incorrect.
Oh, damn.
You are incorrect.
I don't know the name of it. It's the arcade. Mud Digger.
Good job, Cam.
Dig Dug.
Can't win.
I couldn't think of the name of it! Dang it.
Nice work.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was very impressive. It's in the kitchen. The full answer was, what game do the boys play at the Palace Arcade?
Nice.
Top
And once again, a season 2 question, mind you.
big one. Top big one.
What is it? What
That
do I
one.
get to
Yeah,
build?
there you go.
It's
This one?
Death Star.
Yeah.
Kenobi lightsaber bricker builds.
Oh, shoot.
So it's
Voila.
Ooh.
big blue lightsaber.
It's a life-size lightsaber
That's cool.
made out of
There you go.
Legos.
That's sick.
There you go.
Thanks.
Thanks to Bricker Builds for sending it.
Thank you, Bricker Builds.
Shout out Bricker Builds.
Slay.
The pressure's on.
I'm
with
really
that.
glad that I won
Takes
that.
me back
I
to
would've
like
felt really bad if I
elementary
didn't.
school with Kahoot, you know?
I feel like I had to prove myself.
That was an incredibly close match. I would say that that's the closest we've ever had trivia on this show. The final score being 11-9-8 is just an absolute nail biter, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody that
Sports
participated should be proud.
All right, agree or disagree? Stranger Things is goated. 3, 2, 1. Agree.
All right.
Yeah, the 3 people who have seen the show.
That's crazy.
All agree.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Look at
Ruined streaming.
All right.
The Thunderbolt Ross recast is good. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Go. Why?
I think if
We
you,
all agree.
if you,
You had to do it.
yeah,
of
He
course.
died. William
course.
Hurt died. Does everybody agree that William Hurt would have been better?
obviously the original. Wait,
Or
it's not the guy that played him in the first place.
yes.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, if he was still alive, for
Even
sure.
though many people would obviously prefer Harrison Ford
If you-
as an actor.
he
to
would have been
William
better,
Hurt,
yeah.
But I think William Hurt would have easily been better. To me, it feels you got a big name to get a big name, and it's not.
Yeah, but he's doing it so well.
I just feel like if you had to
You haven't
recast,
seen it yet,
you
I
had
saw
to
the
recast.
trailer.
He doesn't look like he's phoning it in the trailer. So
which is
Yeah.
true.
yeah, just huge.
We'll
fan.
see.
Grumpy
I agree.
old man Harrison Ford for the win.
I like how
Yeah,
they
exactly.
You know,
It's
I feel
like he
like-
does that role
Yeah.
in many other movies very well.
I like
I
how
think
they
you could-
addressed the recast.
I liked how
I
they
did
addressed
too.
the recast. A
I
lot.
saw some people like trashing on it. I thought it was clever.
I think
What-
the
what did they
MCU
do?
does that.
They literally did that in Iron Man 2.
He was like, I'm still not used to the new look. And then he's like, oh yeah, the mustache is gone. Like, obviously, the new look. Yeah.
That's what they did with
Done.
Rhodey.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think. Yeah, like of all the people you could have cast, like you could have messed it up, but Harrison Ford being that kind of role, like he's
Yeah.
done that before, and I think he'd do a great job at it. La La Land is a better movie than Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah. I'm ready.
As a movie,
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Easily agree.
Nope.
Okay.
Easily agree.
I want the record to show that Crazy Stupid Love is fantastic.
Crazy
Yeah.
Stupid
But La La
Love
Land, I think, is the
fantastic.
better movie.
is one of the best rom-coms like ever, but
We'll say
La
it
La
was
Land
Crazy
is
Oh.
La La Land.
Yeah, I'm not as high on La La Land. No, just like
Well,
same
maybe
for
that's
you.
because
on
you're
Fair.
unaware of
Totally
what it's
fair.
like to be loved. So
Jesus Christ.
Holy! Oh my god! What the frick did I do?
Oh, man.
sorry.
Oh my god!
What the fuck, dude?
Should we cut it there?
Holy balls.
I'm sweating and I'm not even involved.
And what was the movie that you were agreeing on that you were lower on?
La La Land.
Oh, you're lower on that?
No, I am.
He
I'm not
is.
even involved in
That's
this.
why I'm saying the three people that are in long-standing relationships say agree that La La Land's better, but the man who's
Frig.
not,
That's
because he doesn't know what it's like to lose a great love like
Oh
that.
my
What? Okay, that's not true.
God.
That's not true.
Holy
If anyone at the table knows that better, it's me than all three of y'all combined.
Holy frig.
Okay.
Next question.
Damn.
Crazy Stupid Love I like Crazy Stupid Love better.
It's a great film.
There's been a mistake. Moonlight has won Best Picture.
Couldn't have achieved their dreams without each other, but
I
they
know.
had to do them separately.
It's sickening. That's literally why we're gonna go to the Griffith Observatory this
Good
this
for
week.
you. Yeah. Have a good time.
I will. Thank you. We saw where they filmed La La
Oh,
Land today
man.
on our Warner Brothers lot tour.
I love La La Land. I can't
So
wait. I'm
good.
seeing it like this week again.
I'm doing like for my YouTube an Emma Stone filmography watch/rewatch. And the next movie on that list is La La Land, and so I've been avoiding it.
Well, enjoy. It's
It
so
makes
good.
me cry. Next question.
Are you?
You know what? We're gonna skip to this one.
Wait. Are you a Marriage Story gal?
You always look at me. Have you seen the movie? Or not?
No,
Like,
Oh,
you're
okay.
I have. Is that the one with Adam Driver?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
no,
ScarJo. It's incredible.
haven't seen it.
I'd say it's better than La La Land.
Wow.
I can't look at Adam Driver for.
I haven't seen it since it came out, and I was.
Did you say you can't look at Adam Driver for too long?
He's my Timothy Chalamet.
No kidding. Why?
I just don't like. I don't know.
Good
He's
for
not
you.
the best actor in the world. I don't think.
He should have won the Oscar for that movie, but that's fine.
Ooh, I like Joaquin as Joker better.
I don't.
I like the gifs that came out of that movie. Of him hitting the wall,
Yeah.
stuff like that. I use it all the
Every day
time.
I wake up and I wish you were dead. All right, Andrew.
MCU movies don't feel as special as they used to. 3, 2, 1. No, you're just wrong.
There's just exceptions.
Can I explain?
They don't, but
May I-
Deadpool feels pretty freaking special.
Yeah, it does, and I'm the high ones, yes, but on a consistent level, every single Marvel movie used to be an event. Even the ones that weren't No Way Home or weren't Infinity War or whatever. So on the baseline of what it used to be is higher. So yes, Deadpool and No Way Home and things and Guardians 3 might reach the level that old Marvel movies used to.
Preach.
But I remember like
So
movies that when Guardians first came out, people were like hyped about that, and like no one cared.
Yes, but Guardians was such a great movie. It didn't have
Yeah.
an unbelievable like big box office opening weekend. It was the word of mouth that made that movie. Wait, you're really going to tell me right now that Ant-Man and the Wasp was an event?
Yes, because that was still during the Infinity War thing, and that end-credit scene led into
And it
Endgame.
should have. Yeah, I understand because it was during the Infinity War thing, and the end credit scene. You're right, it did lead to it, and still only made $600 million. That's something that fucking Multiverse of Madness made $900 million.
Okay, but are you telling me that you felt the same about Multiverse of Madness?
I'm telling you, I felt the same way about. I was more excited for Multiverse of Madness for sure. That was an event. It was a disappointing event, but that was an event. But I'm telling you, I was as excited for Wakanda Forever that I was Ant-Man and the Wasp. No question about that. And I was as excited for Captain Marvel as I was the Marvels. And no question about that.
I don't think that's true at all.
Always been duds in the MCU. There's always been duds.
Yeah.
The first
like a
of the
tennis
first
match.
six movies, half of them are ass. Like. No, I'm not giving that to you.
You're still talking about the quality of the movie and not the experience and the feeling that you get in anticipation for the
I
movies.
couldn't have given two shits about Iron Man 2.
I wasn't
do
seeing
you
them at
need
that
other
point.
people to fulfill your hype for something?
Not necessarily, but and maybe it's just being a child and like growing up with them, and maybe I was just like a teenager. But like, I would go to every single Marvel movie opening night with friends. Every single one. Didn't matter what it was because it was all connected and it was all great. And like that is just not a thing anymore. Like people do not talk about them like that at all.
Is that because
Maybe you're moving away from those circles. We saw Ant-Man and the Wasp
You're also an
Quantumania opening night. Like, we see everything opening night, if not earlier, because of our job. But then every time we review an MCU movie, it's a big boost. Every time I completely disagree.
I've never said that MCU isn't a big franchise. I'm saying the feeling that the agree or disagree is movies don't feel as special as they used to. The Phase 1, 2, and 3 feels way more special than most of the stuff that we get from the MCU.
And because
now.
you're nostalgic about it, brother. I don't like. I strongly disagree. You started this agree or disagree by saying you're wrong. Like you just straight up said you're wrong, and I'm explaining to you why I disagree.
I will say
That's the show.
I didn't get into Marvel until 2017 when I started dating. I started
Wow.
dating him in 2016, and then he showed me the Marvel movies. So I missed so many of them in theaters. The first one I saw in theaters was Spider-Man: Homecoming. So
Great
I don't
one to
have
start
the
with.
nostalgia of like seeing like Iron Man and Winter Soldier and Civil War like in theaters. I don't have that. So I feel a little more positive, I think, on Marvel nowadays than a lot of other people that did get to go to theaters when they were kids. Yeah. You got to go to theaters when you were a kid.
I did, yeah. I just think this is simple. I think they don't feel as special because we have so many more of them. And the TV shows that they put out, they're super mediocre, has sort of tainted like the Marvel legacy in a way. Not they always have, the Infinity Saga, but as of late, Marvel projects don't have the same, like, wow, in 2013, 14, 15, we were getting 2 movies a year, and they were events. And so that's why I think they don't feel as special. Yes, we have the No Way Homes, the Guardians 3s, the Deadpool and Wolverine that are those events, but the last year, I mean, the Marvels, and then in 2020 we had, Shang-Chi, a movie I like, but even Black Widow, Eternals, they didn't feel as special. We were getting them a few months apart from each other, and so that's what I'm arguing. Not arguing the quality overall, but just the special feeling. I don't think it's there. Like, I will feel way more excited for Deadpool and Wolverine because it's an outlier than I will for Captain America: Brave New World, even Fantastic Four or Thunderbolts. Like, I'm excited for those, but
I'm
they used to all feel
day
special.
one front row seat of Fantastic Four, by the way, for me.
Fair.
Yeah, no, Fantastic
Front
Four.
row.
Not literally.
Gonna be watching the movie like this.
Joseph Quinn's face is gonna be long as my neck.
Okay, going off of that, the MCU is coming back.
Yeah.
I don't think it went anywhere.
Probably not.
I'm gonna disagree. I don't think it went anywhere.
I don't know. I'm not even counting this one
Here's
down.
why I'm saying agree, because
Okay.
it seems like they're cutting back on the amount of
We
projects.
get 3 movies and like 18 shows next year. Like, they did cut back this year, and that's it.
Delays always happen. I bet you they'll delay something and have 2.
I
next year.
hope so, dude.
Yeah.
Or they could just make the ones that we get really good.
That would also be sick. Maybe they've had the change of thought where they're like, hey, quality over quantity.
Can you imagine if Brave New World is just the worst? Oh, that's gonna suck.
That would be awful.
I hope it's really good.
Bucky should have been the new Captain America.
I'm forgetting the rules to my own game.
3, 2, 1.
Disagree.
Okay, good. Glad that we're all leaving this room alone.
There's no question about it, right?
Glad that we're all leaving this room
Never
alone.
mind, I changed my answer. Why?
Because first, okay,
She has the most dog in this fight,
You
I
can
assume.
come at
Yeah.
this from multiple angles. Most importantly, I think Sam deserves it. Secondly, I think Bucky is nowhere near in the right headspace to carry something like Captain America. And even if he was in the right headspace, I just don't think he's the right guy to do it. I think he's been through too much in the past 80 years to really have a clear mind. Sam Wilson, just what he's been through, I think makes him far more fit for the job in the way that Steve Rogers was picked in the first place to be Captain America. He checks off all of those boxes, being a good man. Not saying Bucky's not a good man. He's just gone through so much.
It's more complicated.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of people that are like, oh, Bucky should have gotten the shield comes from the fact that Marvel hasn't really ever really dived into what Bucky's really been through, which is why I want a Bucky TV show of his time as the Winter Soldier. Just because it's a lot and it's crazy. And yeah, I just don't think Bucky could have handled it.
All right, got a few more.
God.
Some of these are Discord suggestions. Andrew will be an excellent father one day.
You, Andrew?
Yeah.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Don't I have to know what love feels like?
You will at some point, I'm sure.
Oh, okay. Just what do you think?
I believe in you.
What
Or
do
you
think?
can adopt.
When you feel love,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you rewatch La La Land, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh, this is the best movie ever."
Yeah.
Disagree.
Other than Marriage Story.
Alex should be cast as the new live-action Miles Morales. 3, 2, 1. What? Come on, guys. He'd be so perfect.
Oh, you're the worst. Obviously disagree.
Ah, darn it. I was going to start a petition. Okay, Ratatouille is the best Pixar movie. 3, 2, 1. Disagree.
Chris.
It's his
Without
favorite. It's his
question.
favorite.
Someone
it's the
in
best
our
movie.
Discord knew that was a take of yours and suggested
Really?
that.
Okay.
Yes.
Chris, what the fuck?
Anyone can cook. It's a movie to remind you that anyone can do anything. I'm so serious, bro. What are we talking about? What are you talking about? Anyone can cook.
It could be worse.
He was ready with the bar, bro. That was amazing.
Mine is Up, so
Yeah!
Pick your fighter.
That's incorrect.
pick your fighter.
I will
No.
say Toy Story 3 is pretty much tied with it for me.
Okay, there
like
you go.
that
That's
close.
an acceptable answer.
But Ratatouille is
The
also an
ambiance
acceptable
of
answer.
Ratatouille just makes me very happy.
No, it's also a movie that just
He loves
reminds
the
you,
French pavilion
chase your
of
dreams,
Epcot.
go for it.
Yeah.
Seriously, it reminds me to just keep doing what I do and what I love, and I love that movie.
I like-
Seriously.
No, it was awesome. No, I think Ratatouille is good. I have nothing bad to say about
It's
Ratatouille.
Sing us a
certainly
song.
top 10. It's
Yeah, I just-
borderline top 5.
I think there's just like clearly like a handful of ones that are just like you
Incredibles,
got
Nemo, Toy Story
Incredibles,
3.
Finding Nemo,
Up.
are all
Ratatouille over Up for me.
that's fair.
But I like Up a lot. Up is like 5 or 6.
Toy Story
Monsters
3.
Inc. is
Monsters
is
Inc. I have
great.
above it.
I
But
also-
like,
original Toy
Ratatouille's like right
Yeah.
at the 5 or 6 spot.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
all respect to Ratatouille, there's just some that are clearly
Borderline top 5, yeah.
yeah.
I like the ambiance
One
of
for me.
Ratatouille, like the vibes. It's good.
Thoughts on Onward?
Onward's good.
I haven't seen it.
Top 11.
He has a
10
brother.
Pixar
I
for
would
me.
I would put
It's
a top
hard
15.
I know Dead Last is Good Dinosaur.
I've never seen
Good
it.
Dinosaur's bad.
It's the worst Pixar.
I've never
movie.
seen Cars 2.
Cars 2 is
bangs.
bottom tier.
It's as good as you would think it is. It's better than Up.
Oh, I'm sure.
Cars 2.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh Lord, help me.
All right, last two. Batman has better memes than Spider-Man.
Can you give me an example of a Batman meme? Prep time, I guess?
I think any quotes or anything from like Batman Begins or like Why So Serious
Okay.
or
And then
that
what,
kind of stuff.
What are memes for Spider-Man?
The pointing meme, everything from
Dirt
Across
in
the
your eye.
Spider-Verse.
Okay, so what's the agree or disagree that Batman's
Batman
got
has
ones?
better memes than Spider-Man.
Okay,
3, 2, 1.
Disagree.
I mean,
Yeah.
the Raimi trilogy alone.
Alone.
Yeah,
Yes.
just the Raimi trilogy.
You know?
Batman's
Just
got
Spider-Man
the
3.
I Am Batman is a thing, and then there's been a lot of the Martha stuff is a thing, and
Yeah, but, like,
you know that
I like
sound on TikTok's like,
Pizza time.
you know what, you want what he's having? No, that's what I thought. You know what I'm talking about?
I didn't know your
the-
voice could go that deep. That was crazy.
I got a good Batman
You could
impression.
also argue like the Nirvana stuff with the Batman. Remember, like the something.
Something's in
Something's
my
in my
ass.
Yeah. That's funny.
They both got a very good amount of memes, but Spider-Man.
Spidey,
I'm
come
with you
on.
there.
Yeah. Okay, last one. Spider-Man 3 is one of or the most rewatchable Spider-Man movies.
Oliver, put that.
3, 2, 1.
Disagree. Yeah,
it's
okay,
not.
what is the most rewatchable Spider-Man movie?
You go first.
We're going to go down the line.
My top 4 are my top 4 favorites.
Okay.
I think the first 2 Toby ones are very rewatchable. I think TASM 2 is extremely rewatchable, and I think No Way Home is rewatchable.
Cool. What's your number one rewatchable?
TASM.
Cool. Your number one rewatchable Spider-Man movie?
Spider-Man,
Cool.
Yeah.
I think it's easily No Way Home.
and that's
That's
probably
fair.
2 for me.
The second half of No Way
Of
Home. yes, the
rewatchability
first half,
I
no.
just don't think people say this. It's only because we saw the extended cut that adds
No,
40
no.
fucking minutes. To
The
first
stuff
one.
with him and college and Doctor Strange is a little slow and a little stupid.
it takes 2 minutes.
It doesn't.
It just does.
It doesn't.
It,
You're wrong.
it does drag on rewatch because I saw I think
I just strongly
5
disagree.
times in theaters.
Well, I'm
and
talking about from like
I think it's the most
If I-
rewatchable MCU movie.
I'm
I don't
talking
think
about
it's
from
close.
when he like starts the montage of like the letters from college to him opening the letters with them to going to Doctor Strange, having the phone call with MJ on the thing, going to his apartment, going to Doctor Strange, doing the spell, going to talk to the woman on the bridge, and then coming back and then being like, okay, now they're here. Now we have to like do some Spider-Man stuff and like fix this. I think that is a little slow,
I just strongly. I,
and especially because like
to me, it feels like 15 minutes.
I think it drags if you're there for Andrew and Toby. It doesn't drag if you're there for the MCU Spider-Man of it all.
Maybe you might have sold. Yeah, that's a good way of saying it. I just love him, and I love them, and I love that school. I love the people they're interacting.
Because you don't
with.
love MCU Spider-Man, right?
No,
I don't like his movies.
you
I like
do.
Tom.
Right.
Love him.
Far From Home is good.
Far From Home, I could never watch again, and I would be totally fine.
Good for you.
Homecoming.
Good
That's
job.
me for Homecoming.
I like Homecoming. It's
But
it's
but
good.
but Tom is great in Civil War and Infinity War, and like him as Spider-Man is fine. I just
Yeah.
don't like what a lot of the stuff they do with him in his own movies.
Homecoming is a borderline top 5 MCU.
So that
movie
makes
for
sense
me.
why
It's
the
unbelievable.
beginning of No Way Home doesn't really drag for you.
Yes, probably.
Well, I have to
just
ask.
don't- Yeah,
What is the most rewatchable MCU movie to everyone? You say it's No Way Home?
I think it's
You
No
were
Way
saying?
Home. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'd argue the original Avengers. I'd also just in terms of rewatchability. In terms of rewatchability.
He
I
agrees.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
No, it's not in my
wanna
top
take your
5
money.
MCU.
No, you
but
agree with me, right?
It's very rewatchable.
I love Avengers 1. Avengers 1 is in my top 5 most
like
rewatchable.
something inside me just. Oh my gosh, that felt like. I don't know.
Avengers 1 is
Got
great.
rebaptized.
You love Avengers 1. Where's Avengers 1
So I
rank
wanna-
for you in the MCU?
It's in my. I think it's in my top 10 near the back half. But I want to say rewatchability doesn't mean the best. It's just.
But it is the best. It's one of the best.
It is.
It's easily top 5.
in the MCU, the original Avengers. I don't think so.
Yes.
It's his
I
favorite
love the
movie of all
movie.
time.
I just don't think it's that high.
We
It's
we
his
It
favorite
is
movie.
rewatchable.
the Avengers followed by the Greatest Showman.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Oh man.
What's your most rewatchable MCU movie?
I really like Civil War or The Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier is very
Genuinely not just
rewatchable.
because of Bucky, I promise.
I love
Civil
Civil
War,
War.
very
I
good.
love Civil War. I think it's the best MCU movie. My favorite is Infinity War, but Civil War is my second favorite. But I think Civil War is a better movie.
Yeah.
I do not think it's rewatchable. I
Really?
do not know what you're talking about.
I mean, Sam Wilson and Bucky Barnes are like two of my favorite MCU characters.
Mm-hmm.
Winter Soldier, I get introduced to Sam Wilson, and then there's Bucky as well.
Mm-hmm.
But then Civil War has just the two of them, and
Or was it sarcastic when you just said, "I promise not"? It's
well,
not
no,
just
I mean it's
because
about Bucky and Sam, and then also I'm a defender of all the Cap movies, even though I don't really like Steve Rogers' Captain America. So there's that.
All right.
It's
Why?
he kind of irritates.
You want to open that can of worms?
Yeah,
right
we don't. How much time y'all got?
Kind of
Yeah,
irritates
he
you?
irritates me. Yeah.
Again, I can't knock it because this is how I feel about Timothy Chalamet.
I think Steve Rogers has his moments that I like him, but he also has his moments where I'm like, oh, we can take his lines away. Like I don't need him talking anymore
Wow.
as a character. But
The Avengers is unbelievably rewatchable. The pacing in
is.
that movie.
see, he
and the
annoys me in the Avengers.
I just think it's a little long.
I don't think so.
Like Avengers 1 just kind of loses me at some point.
It's also like one of the best
Infinity
movies
War's rewatchable
for Mark
me.
Ruffalo.
Yes, Infinity War.
Infinity War is
very rewatchable.
incredibly rewatchable, but
Long.
you have to make the time to rewatch
You
it.
do.
It's like you have to schedule your day around
Yeah.
it. That's the issue.
Watch it on a long flight. That's the move.
Yeah.
Man, I've watched that movie so much.
Yeah.
I memorized it.
I'm a defender of this is gonna make me sound stupid. The first Avenger, like the
Captain America.
yeah
1.
Captain America movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Good.
Marvel movies when they take place in like a time period, which is why I'm kind of excited for Fantastic Four if it is in the
Yeah,
60s
yeah.
question mark.
I just hope it's good.
I think it will be. The cast is just way too phenomenal for it to be bad at this point.
All right.
People don't like movie 43. That's an absurd cast.
That is the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
Have you seen movie 43?
No,
I've
I
never
only
sat through
watched
it.
it because of my Emma Stone filmography watch.
Okay, you ready?
Wait,
I
so-
kind of like it. I kind of get it. Like I think it's really I get what it's doing, and I think
Do you
it's
know
funny.
what that movie is? Do you know what it opens with? Hugh Jackman has a ball sack on his chin.
It's fucking
unironically
hysterical.
dead serious
No, this isn't like a joke. He's just got a ball sack on his chin, and he's on a date.
with
And
Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet.
Like what? Like is it
Don't
attached
ever watch
to a
it.
dude?
No, it's attached to
a
his
ball
back
sack
part of
his
on
body.
his chin.
and it's hanging there. It's hilarious.
Why?
Just cause it's the
Excellent
bit.
question.
It's a joke. It's just a.
It's the
Yeah,
worst
but, like,
movie on earth.
Why is it in?
It's like a series of skits. It's like SNL. It's like a series of skits, and that's the skit. Is like she's going on a date with a really hot guy, and he's great at everything, and he's wearing a scarf the whole time, and then he takes off the scarf at dinner, and he's got a nutsack on his chin, and then she's just like,
It's like
and
the
she's trying to talk to the
worst.
waiters about it, and like nobody's acknowledging it.
That's only like the first like
That's the
7 minutes of the
5
movie.
minutes of the movie. Yeah.
It's like Nocturnal Animals.
No, it's a horrid movie.
Nocturnal Animals opens with like 3 extremely obese women completely naked dancing on a stage, and we were just like, what?
No
is-"
way. The Amy Adams
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal movie.
Yeah, and it's just like a zoom out of them, and it was like, what is happening?
But is it like a bit, or does it tell the story?
It was I can't remember a thing about the movie. It was like it was a show that someone was watching. And They
Wow.
were not important at all.
One of the best bits in movie 43 is
I can't believe we're going there. Movie 43 discourse. Incredible.
That's just like hours of my life I'm never getting back. Are you about to talk about the one about the girl on her period?
Oh my gosh.
It's just the worst movie to ever maybe exist ever. And it has every actor you could ever possibly think of is in that movie. I don't know
it's an absurd cast.
what dirt people in Hollywood had on them.
Yeah,
It was crazy.
They all got black belts. I mean, Liev Schreiber is fucking his son.
Don't watch it
In that
ever.
movie, it's like a bit that he's getting him ready for college, so his
Oh.
dad is his first sexual experience. That one's not my favorite. No, one of my favorites is it's a girl in a bikini and she's in the ocean. And she gets eaten by a shark. And it's a tampon commercial.
That's kind of funny.
It's the worst movie ever. If it was a genuine SNL skit, great SNL
It's
skit.
got a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's awful.
But it's
We should watch it tonight.
it's
Good.
No, we all
Chris
should.
Pratt and Anna Faris, and their bit is they're shitting on each other.
I'd watch it to
She's-
watch you two watch
Yeah,
it.
let's watch it.
She's-
Let's put it on the Patreon. We'll react to it.
Really funny. It's
Oh
just
my
got some
gosh.
funny bits.
And I watched it for Emma Stone, and she's in it for like 5 minutes. I can't wait
She's
to shit
got
on
one
it.
skit.
without
Did you
She's
watch
a
Kinds of
heroin addict.
Kindness?
No, I'm doing it in chronological order.
That's the one that it just came out in theaters, Yorgos, right?
Yep.
I turned off Poor Things 40 minutes in.
Okay.
You didn't like Poor Things? Did you like Poor Things?
I just
I
couldn't
haven't-
stomach it. I just couldn't
haven't
stomach
seen
it.
It's good. I think it's
seen
really
Poor
good.
Things.
I'm sure I'll like it.
I haven't
know
seen
it's
Poor
good.
Things, but people said that Poor Things got so well received that this guy, like basically it's like Poor Things is weird, and then this guy just got to be even weirder. So you will probably not like Kinds of Kindness.
I'm not a Yorgos Lanthimos guy, and that's okay. The favorite
It was like 3 movies in one that had nothing to do with each other.
He
and-
keeps getting Oscars though.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks for
Thanks
playing.
for having us.
A buddy of mine has one of the most liked reviews on Letterboxd for a Yorgos Lanthimos movie, and his review is just Yorgos going full Lanthimos.
Gosh.